Hello GUMP Check Nation, and welcome to the middle of nowhere. This is what I affectionately call Bel Aire Airfield. Been here since the 50s. I'm the third generation to fly off of it. It's also known as my backyard. So I love living here. It is, like I said, the middle of nowhere, but only in the middle of nowhere can you do things like fly out of the airstrip in your backyard. So this is what I fly. 1946 Aranca Champ 7 AC converted to a BCM, so it's got an 85 horse Continental in it. Does the job for me. Well, that's what we'll be flying. Take you for a trip around Mitchell County, Iowa. So a little background on where we're flying out of today. As I said, we call it Bel Aire Airfield. It was the world's second fly-in drive-in movie theater, just outside of St. Ansgar, Iowa. So the airstrip where I just showed you in the building I was just in front of, the fallen down hangar, is right over here in the corner. So here's the airstrip. You can see inside this box, that's a Piper Cherokee coming into land. I believe this story was written in 1964. So that's what it looked like back then. You'll see what it looks like today.
Like I said, we're a couple days after the first couple videos. Did a little flying the first time and the sound wasn't working. So I think I got the cable fixed. Sorry Kyle, I had to do a little modification to the case, but it was inevitable, it needed to be done. You had started modifying it, looked like, and I still couldn't get the cable in, so just made the hole a little bigger. Alright, because it's so cold, it's going to take us a little while to get the temp in the green, or maybe. The winds are perfect. They're crosswind, but 4 or 5 knots. We can handle that. So we're just going to go buzz around Mitchell County, Iowa. We're not going to go very far. Go check the sights out, show you a few things, show you my airstrip here. We'll send the old Gallivanting GoPro off to the next. Okay. Well, like I said, this is my 1946 Aranca Champ. This is my backyard. You just fly out of here. There's 2 Pete and Paul air campers. You want to look something up? That's a little home-built airplane. There's 2 of those here on the field as well. One's my grandpa's and one's my dad's. Neither one of them has flown in close to 15 years, so. But someday I'm going to get one of them up and going and give her a shot if I can get the balls to do it. A home-built airplane made out of lids of 55-gallon drums and scrap wood makes a guy a little nervous. But got 1,000 hours on it, my grandpa's does, and never had a single problem. So we'll see if we can keep that trend up. All right, let's taxi out. Our runway here is about 3315. So we'll taxi down to the south end here. We've only got about 1,450 feet. Part of why I fly this airplane, because it'll get on and off of this pretty easy. So you can see the trees. We've got an apple orchard here on the farm. So there's a couple hundred apple trees laying around here too. Try to avoid those if we can. So there she is, 1,450 feet to glory. Or to trouble, one of the two. Never had trouble. Alright, controls are free and correct. Instruments, pretty basic. So we've got an airspeed indicator, an altitude, indicator, altimeter, oil pressure, oil temperature, and attack. That is it. We like it that way. Oh, and there's a compass, of course, and a fuel gauge, but they don't really work. But they're here. And I should say, they work. They're just not very accurate. Fuel, we have about an hour and a half worth of fuel. Should be good there. Brakes are set. Run up. Oh, she's cold. There we go. 1700 RPM. Left mag. Checks. Right mag. Checks. Carb heat. Are good. Back to 17. And back to idle. Alright. Seatbelts are on, doors closed, windows shut. Let's go fly. miles an hour, tail up. There's 60 and she's ready to go. And there we go. Climb out about 70 miles an hour. There we go, we're flying. Hey, we even got the temperature gauge off red. Supposed to snow tomorrow, so good timing. Get the flight in. In the wintertime, the airplane goes to the airport, not very far from here, but no skis yet, so. Well, we'll give you the old tour here. We are in windmill country, so got a few of those off in the distance. It's just afternoon on December 3rd, so days are getting real short here, so that's about as high as the sun ever gets. There, the farm fields of Iowa, a little tiny town of St. Ansgar, which is my hometown. Oh. Alright. It's about 2,200 feet, we'll call that good. That's about 1,000 AGL. Ooh, it's chilly up here. Full power back, cruise along. So this is how we do most of our flying, just 500,000 feet off the ground and kind of buzz around. Make a few trips a year, try to get to pancake breakfast or a $100 hamburger or something like that, but for the most part, just buzz around the pattern. It's nice having the airplane in the backyard. It makes it a lot easier to go fly when you want to. That's actually why I learned to fly. We bought that place about 3 years ago. Actually, it's been in my family for a long time, and I thought, well, if we're going to live at a place with a runway, probably ought to be able to use it. So I've always loved aviation, but never committed to actually getting it done until recently, and love it. Love the podcast. Thanks for all that you guys do. It's entertaining as all get out. We actually went to Montana on a family trip. We drove all the way to Montana this summer. And on the way out, I was looking for podcasts, and I stumbled across the old GUMP check. And so I listened to, I think, 25 episodes on the way to Montana. Love it. You guys are entertaining. It's so serious. That's what I like about it. It's really get in depth, serious issues. Well, that's about as exciting as it gets here. So I won't bore you with any more video. We'll go see if we can land this thing today. Take one more big turn over town here. From the looks of the windmills, it is nearly totally calm on the ground. And the looks of the smoke. So we'll try to land this way. Alright, let's do a GUMP check, should we? Gears down and welded. Gas, undercarriage, mixture, props, yeah, all this plane doesn't have any of that. Or at least, yeah, the gas better be on and the mixture better be rich or the engine's not today. Alright, we're gonna pull power back about 1500 RPM. Trim it for about 80. No radio calls. Nobody's listening anyway. I have a little handheld radio in this thing and there's no electrical system in here, so everything's battery powered. iPad with a little force light on it so I don't get too lost. A handheld radio for when I'm going into real airports. Alright, sinking nicely. About 70 miles an hour. Yeah, this thing reads in miles an hour. Up here for the birds, look at that. Stay over there, guy. You? Think that's a hawk, probably. Alright, let's slow her down here. So there's where we're going. We got our 50-foot obstacle to clear. We'll keep her up about 70 miles an hour. There we go. Obstacle cleared. And we'll just cut the power and sink. 65 miles an hour and behind the house.
That boat looks pretty right there.
It's a nice one.
That was a beautiful landing.
Hope you enjoyed the flight. That's about all I got. Thanks again for the GUMP Check podcast. Keep her going. I can't wait to see all these videos. Love you. Mean it.